Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2021 edition of DAAYTA, which simply stands for Deji, Alli ARM Young Talent Award. This is the finalist pitch night. This is the night when we'll get to know who will be crowned the winner of the 2021 edition of DAAYTA. Year after year, DAAYTA keeps getting interesting. All right, for those joining us from all parts of the world, all corners of the world, you can download the brochure from the chats. Just check the chat. You will see the link to the brochure. We're streaming live on YouTube as well. So thank you everyone for joining in. I will try to keep this brief because as brief as possible because we understand the realities of the virtual world. So welcome. But one thing that we promise is that it will also be an interesting night, keeping with the ARM and DAAYTA tradition. All right, before we move ahead, we would like to honor our nation with our national anthem. Thank you very much, everyone. Welcome once again. My name is Chukwemeka Fred Agbata Jr., more popularly called CFA. I'll be your host for tonight, and I'm super excited to be your host once again. All right, thank you for joining us from wherever you are, from all parts of the world, and that's the beauty about virtual. Virtual sort of removes the limitation of time or space, and it means that everyone can join in from any corner of the world without having to go through the regular Lagos traffic. Just to cast my mind back, I remember the last DAAYTA 2020 edition. I don't know what happened that day in Lagos, but I just know that Lagos was packed. The roads were packed. But I'm grateful that this year, despite the pandemic, we have pivoted to virtual. Now, remember once again, you can get the brochure from the chat, download the copy of the brochure so that you can follow the proceedings for tonight. And then we also encourage the judges and the panelists to please put on their video when they are speaking so that the audience can understand and can follow the proceedings properly. And please be in a well-lit room for that to happen. Turn on your video so that they can see you properly. Once again, welcome. Welcome, everyone. All right, at this point, I'd like to call on the CEO of ARM and also the team behind DAAYTA for their opening message. Welcome.
My expectations this year are that all our contestants have derived full benefits of our engagement virtually, and we can build on the success of this adaptation to become even more effective as we create borderless opportunities for fintechs.
In terms of the initiative itself, it continues to be a hallmark of the ARM group as a contribution to the Nigerian society and environment. And I expect that 2021 will be no different, and that we will come across stories of amazing young people who are building the future of our country, which at the end of the day is what we're all about.
It was a bit challenging to get everybody on board to even begin to apply. But once we got through that, it was smooth. And we had really, really good people apply. The DAAYTA team though working from home, everybody was well coordinated. We were able to sift through the various applications that we got and then pass them on to the judges, who, again, I must say, have been fantastic, committed year in, year out, doing this with us. They went through the entire applications, and then we came up with the 6 that we have today. And I must say, we have really strong startups this year, as usual. It's been rewarding working on this initiative. Though an ARM initiative, we've had really, really committed and strong partners. The judges, the Technovision team, Mr. Tommy Davis, CFA. It's been really, really wonderful. And I must say that, for the various startups, this is the time for you to take advantage of what is going on in the ecosystem. Nigeria is ripe for you. Take advantage of it. That is why ARM is committed to this and strongly building a community of strong entrepreneurs that will take Nigeria to where we want Nigeria to be.
Thank you very much, Ms. Jumoke Ogundare, Tommy Davis, and Uche Azubike. Yes, we would say that this is indeed a great job. Thank you for all that you do for the ecosystem. Not too many corporate brands stand behind the ecosystem like ARM has done and continues to do. So the ecosystem appreciates you. Please keep up the good work and don't stop doing it, because actually, like TD said, you are supporting those who are building the future. And if it was difficult to understand before now, Paystack and Flutterwave and the rest of the guys out there have shown that, yes, people can truly build the future in amazing ways, leveraging technology and innovation. All right, on this note also, let me still bring up the man we call TD, the grandpa of the ecosystem, to share with us tonight how the judges will be deciding on who is crowned the winner of DAAYTA 2021. TD, over to you, please.
Thank you very, very much, CFA. Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Our assessment framework is relatively simple. The first is to look at the founder's vision and how the founder tells a personal story about the problem they are addressing and the solution they're proposing as a business. So we look at that under the vision. The second part is to look at their proposition, which is really the offer of the products and services to a target customer base for impact in a specific market, which in our case would be Nigeria. And then next is the organization, which is the people, the processes, and technologies that are used to deliver the proposition. Then we look at the economics, which are really the measure of capital that is deployed through expenditure to generate the revenues. And finally, to be sure that it's all consistent, we look at the achievements, the challenges, and the targets on their journey as they go from a minimum viable product with their first customer all the way through to product market fit with repeat customers to the end game of scaling. So all of these will be assessed by our judges, each of the 5 areas getting 20 points each for a total score of 100. And that's how we're going to score. But guess what? I've just discovered that CFA, DAAYTA stands for what again, please?
The Deji Alli ARM Young Talent Award.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and my pleasure to let you know that Mr. Deji Alli has actually joined us for DAAYTA this year. So I'm really, really excited that he and his family are here with us. And Deji, would you please be kind enough to tell us, what do you think of DAAYTA?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Right. Okay. I'm just trying to get my video to work, but if I don't succeed, then I'm just gonna go straight away to providing a response to. Well, I mean, first of all, I think, this is the first of the last few sessions that I'm having to attend, and I really want to thank the ARM management team for organizing another year's event, as well as the previous ones that have been so well coordinated. You've asked the question, what do I think of DAAYTA, the initiative itself? I think many young entrepreneurs do not have the opportunity to, execute on their ideas. And, whilst I want to congratulate the participants, not just those who would end up winning, but in fact, everyone, for the courage that they've gathered to go beyond their dream, to start something, which explains why everyone is here. I think this sort of opportunity, if not given to many young entrepreneurs, they'll never know what they're capable of doing. And I think that's what our own story has been at ARM. So I'm always excited when I come across this sort of opportunities. I hope that at some stage, after they've gone through their presentations, I can say one or two things. But I think for me, it's exciting to see young people with great ideas, with passion, being given the opportunity to execute and to realize their ambition. So I think it's an excellent platform, and all thanks to the members of the ARM team who are supporting such an endeavor. I think I'll stop.
Thank you very, very much. On that note, CFA, it's all yours.
Wow. Thank you, TD. Wow, nice one. I love that. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Deji Alli, for all that you've done for entrepreneurship in the country. A lot of young people are inspired by what ARM has become today. All right, now we meet the ladies and the gentlemen. The interesting thing about tonight is that finalists, the people that will be judging you tonight, I mean, I don't know what you want to say otherwise. Like, you just have to go straight to the point because they understand this game. Like, it's something they understand. So let's meet our judges tonight and what our judges think of DAAYTA 2021 and those who will be pitching tonight. Judges, over to you.
First of all, I think the most important thing is the originality of the idea. Secondly, I think the economics needs to make sense in terms of commercial viability of the idea. Thirdly, I think innovation is very, very important, especially given the award we're talking about. We're looking for talent. And then finally, it needs to make some impact. Now, in terms of my own expectations around the DAAYTA 2020 itself, I think given the circumstances we find ourselves with the pandemic and so on, I think social impact will play a very important role, covering areas like healthcare solutions, educational solutions, as well as the environment in terms of sustainability, the issue of sustainability.
The entrepreneurs that the initiative will be looking for this year are those entrepreneurs that address some of the basic and not so basic issues in education, in health, in agri, our environmental challenges.
I'm very excited about the fact that we have environmental sustainability as a core KPI for 2021. And that 2021 will also consider that very big issue of waste to wealth. How do we use the resources that we have? How do we seek to eliminate waste by design? How do we inspire circular economy initiatives and think of new ways of designing the way that we do business so that we're not just prioritizing financial sustainability, but also looking at social impact, environmental and economic impact, so that we are eliminating negative externalities and building bridges between big business and the bottom of the pyramid.
I'm really excited for DAAYTA 2021. And I think in terms of the ideal contestants, I think it's really important that entrepreneurs realize that we live in a new world. The COVID-19 pandemic has completely changed the landscape of the world. And I'm really looking for entrepreneurs that have identified an opportunity in this crisis and are building companies for resilience, companies that can help the millions of people around our country, Nigeria, and the rest of the continent recover and bounce back from the crisis, from the pandemic. So really, folks building painkillers and not vitamins that would contribute to the resilience that we need in Nigeria and Africa as a whole.
First, to identify a real opportunity. It's not every opportunity that you can convert into a business